Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of the show. It might be in one episode, it might not. We'll find out in a little bit, I guess. I did
not expect Wof to start that, so I guess we're starting. That's how it started. Good job, Wof.
Thank you.
Wof just was like, I'm doing that now. Where's my iPad? That has my email. I'm not logged in here. Actually, you know what? I'll just put, you guys will see the emails.
I have them right here.
On the Chrome. I'm pulling them up here on the Chrome, man.
You know, well, let's not waste time, because I got it here. We already made him wait for so long.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
So, Alex emailed us in. So he's got stats. All emails from episode 72 onward, that's when email started, at least the official segment. Shout out to Richard Hinckley for starting that one.
Oh, thanks, Richard. Wait. Before you do the emails, let me preempt real quick. The email idea was very organic because Richard did send the first one, and I don't know if I think I did a few times say like
email us
and we'll read it and talk about it.
That's been it was a running gag for a while, but you didn't say it every episode.
Right, I said it for a little while, and it wasn't really a gag. It was more like I would love that, but people just didn't do it. I guess people had to work up the care or the courage to do so. And then finally it started, and then once it started in 72, almost every episode we had at least one email, and you'll see you'll get a little bit of look into who is the best emailer in a second with this email that Wof will read. But the idea was that was the most organic idea, where I was just kind of like, maybe this will happen. If it doesn't, not the end of the world, but it'd be cool. And then it did, and we actually have a few.
Yeah. All right. So continue. So for saying the first one, but is there a close second? So Alex, at least at the time that they sent this, which was May 23rd, they had 24 emails. Richard had 14. E2 had 9. Matthew O'Hara had 5. Steve had 3, and DJ Little Spicy Mikotan had 2. Everyone else had just 1, so I guess he didn't think to compile it. He says like, I am the PewDiePie of emails. No one is coming close to me. I learned how to skateboard also. That's cool. Skateboarding. I've always wanted to learn but never could. I just gave up on that, but you know, it's whatever. Brennan, if mine are so bad, what are your top 5 predictions for ML 2021? Wolf, you too. Happy episode 100. Thank you. We did. Okay, what else? Ducks or Oceanics or Rangers are my top to win ML 21. Maybe also talk about what cat-themed events you want for ML 21.
That's a weighted question. Obviously, as we get closer, I'm going to be really talking about that. I love a good meow. Meowble. I was the first one to say that, though, by the way. Meowble, which is marble, but with a meow.
Yeah,
do you get it?
Yeah, I do.
Ricochet. If we haven't explained it yet, so I'm going to explain it. There's a guy named... Okay.
Please.
Okay.
We are already going so
everybody
long.
Everybody listen, just for a second. I'm going to explain to you very, very, one more time. And I'm going to explain it again in a different episode, but for this one more time. Rick O'Shea is the name of a commentator. He does Fubeca. He does MSPN. That's his name. That's the name he goes by. His name is not that. That's his commentary name. If you say his name fast instead of Rick O'Shea, you get Ricochet. Ricocheting is something that marbles do, meaning that when they bounce off different walls or each other, they're ricocheting off of each other or said walls. So it's a play on words, to which that Rick O'Shea, the name, is similar to the action by which the marbles be doing out there in the track or the field or the court or whatever you want to call it. Shit.
I want to go home.
You can actually say that now because you're not home.
Oh my gosh.
Quick aside, that joke, I don't know when it started.
I don't either.
But because I forget who... DashEXP from YouTube is what inspired me to keep doing that, because DashEXP as a YouTuber, he has a thing where, because he has a series where he plays like Super Mario Maker levels, viewer submitted stages, and he'll have jokes that he'll say in one episode and then bring back from any episodes. Like he'll like remind you of like jokes you already get, but the fact that he reminds you and in the way he reminds you is funny. And when he randomly brings them up. So that's how that gag started. I just wanted to give an explanation. I still will do it because I think it's funny, and it's funny because it's so worn out. But Ricochet. Anyway, yes. So finish
top
the email.
Picks. What are your top 5? Okay. You
have a top 5 already?
No, not really. But I'm just kind of. I don't want to like as much as I love this. I don't want to like. It has gone on pretty long, so trying to keep it.
Well, it's a new episode. We got a full hour, Ed.
No. I'm sorry. My throat cannot take much.
Yeah, I actually had to get a Coke because it was going bad. I will say this: I don't have a top 5 because I don't like to pick my top 5 until I see the qualifiers. Because Marble League Fantasy does not force you to pick your team until the qualifiers are over. I feel like I don't have to do that until the qualifiers are over. So while I think the Savage Speeders, the Crazy Cat's Eyes, Rangers, Green Ducks are all viable picks, even maybe Team Galactic, I want to see the qualifiers before I make any other decisions.
Agreed. That's fair. So I guess moving on. Matthew O'Hara sends in title episode 100. Hello, congratulations on hitting 100 episodes. Here's to 200 and beyond. Thanks, Matthew.
Matthew, man, I hope we hit 200. I hope we hit 1,000 one. Oh my God, if we hit 1,000 one day, I couldn't even. First of all, that's crazy. Like how we should be dead by then. We should be doing something different. So that will be crazy if we ever hit it. I personally don't think we'll ever hit 1,000. So I'm gonna say that on 100. So if we ever do hit 1,000, that's going to be really surprising because I personally think we won't. I think we'll hit 200 though.
I think so. We'll see. So I guess Matthew also sent in some trivia questions, 2 of them. So
we should hold that for the trivia segment.
Okay, then we'll hold that for later. Okay. Edu.
I guess. Okay, so Richards. Yeah. Okay. So I guess Edu. This is a big one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So congratulations on the big 100. I'm just looking at my phone because it's easier.
I'm supposed to usually read the email, so I should definitely read.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is Edu's email.
Okay.
I feel obliged.
You're right.
I have talked up Edu and his writing ability so much on the show. 3 different times I think I've said that Edu's ability to write a solid and just a beautifully sounding email is impressed me. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the emails as I'm supposed to do. As this is I usually read the emails. It was really weird. Like when you started reading them, I was like confused. I was like, this is
okay. The floor is yours.
Evidently, it's my house. Okay. Enough of that. Here we go. I guess I have to pull it up on your phone. Let me read it. Just let me hold your phone. Okay. So Edu says, congratulations on the big 100. That's the subject. He says, I can say that the news outlets were an important part of my involvement in this world. The small clip from episode 44, the one discussing a feeder league system. Oh my God, the feeder league. I'm not going to get into the feeder league system.
Please don't.
But the feeder league system is, besides Marble Chaos Theory, the feeder league idea is one of my favorite I've ever had on the show. I forget. I don't know what episode. I guess 44. You go point to that. Which I found on Twitter drew my attention, so this podcast was a logical stop when I decided to jump into the community for real. I'm glad to contribute to the show in the best way I can, and I hope to keep it going for more. Oh yes, that was the time where I had enough time to spend the time to find a clip from each episode, or I had Justin do that. Find a clip from each episode, like a short one, and actually apparently that brought someone into the show, so interesting. Here are my memorable moments from the following episodes. Number 66, my first experience. This is my starting point. From there, I became a regular listener. Oh my God, I do. We're so happy you're regular.
That's so cool.
Number 8, you guys really thought that those sour limes couldn't fail in the showdown, yet they weren't there and got dead last.
As a reminder, I wasn't in episode 8, so I didn't say nothing.
Oh, damn it. Screw that. I love the limers. 82. It was so exciting to make a major contribution to my first email and a nice discussion on the rumors of the discontinuation of SMR. I love your emails, I do. 95. This one's still fresh, but that's what happens when you get someone so insightful who really knows how to put his thoughts out. Legendary Tom.
Focaff's episode.
Yeah. Focaff is a beautiful voice to have in the show every few episodes. He's great. Questions for the presenters in this special day. Oh, that's us. Wow.
All right.
Isn't that crazy? The one you always do when a new guest comes in. I think you know.
How did you get into Marble Sports?
How did we get into Marble Sports?
We've said this so many times. So just to give it a bridge version, I'd always watched Marble content on YouTube for quite some time, but then fell out of love because it was kind of just the same stuff. And then I found JMR's 2018 Marble Olympics in my recommended feed, and then I fell down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, for me, it was the same thing. The first thing I ever saw was I remember it was Sand Rally Race with commentary in all caps. I remember I was looking at, the soda. I was looking at Rube Goldberg stuff, and I was like, I love Rube Goldberg. I love
Rube Goldberg.
That reminds me. Actually, that reminds me. A quick reference that no one's gonna get besides me. There's I watched a series called Your Level Sucks by Gatorbox. It's a channel. I think I might have mentioned this once before. There was a level that he played through. It was called Rube Goldberg, and he just laughed so hard how stupid it sounded. So anyway, so I was watching that kind of stuff, and I loved the part of the Rube Goldberg machines where the marble rolls. So I was like, let's find more of that. So then the race with commentary came up, and I was like, what? How is this real? And then I found I actually did not like Marble Olympics at first. Now Marble League is by far the best marble sports in my opinion compared to all the other ones. But at the first time I ever saw anything Marble Olympics, I was like, I just want more of the racing with the commentary. But then again, I started getting into all of the different marble sports stuff. Marble League Olympics became like, oh, this is way better. And it just took off from there. And 3 years later, I followed it for 3 full years just by myself until the whole Discord fiascos began. So here we go. But with an extra, how did the content and the community look when you got started?
It was basically just like the same old Algodo races with like no commentary and the same like royalty-free music in the background of all of them. There were some people doing like some kids like doing like their like actual like those marble toy tracks, but it really wasn't anything near what like not even close to what JMR or like Fubeca or RML or any of them do nowadays.
Sorry, I'm trying to find what hole this goes back into in my chair. I can't find it. Yeah, whatever. I'll just put it here for now. When I started watching, all I knew was JMR. I watched a couple other channels, and obviously Fubeca wasn't as good as JMR. I couldn't get into it. I watched maybe a couple full episodes. I just couldn't get into it. So it was me like, okay, JMR, nothing. So it was just that for 3 years. Of course, then after that, I told that whole story. So nothing really exciting until except for JMR. Which is the best, the most memorable moment you've had during these years of marbles? Ooh.
That is a tough one.
I mean, come on, man.
Does that mean for the podcast or just marble sports?
For the podcast, 100's pretty damn memorable because I never thought I was going to get here.
Yeah, this day's been pretty crazy for me.
But as Jetson said in the Discord chat, we were like literally squeamish when Greg Woods is on. So that was one of the biggest moments for me as well.
True.
So 100, the Greg Woods thing. Yeah, I mean, like, everything else has been great, but, like, those are the ones that stand out as, like, yeah, wow, true. I want Greg Woods again, and wow, this 100 thing with Wof sitting in my room is crazy. As far as not in the podcast, getting the job for Racing Marble League and for Fubeca, even that first commentary job, all the stuff with commentary has been huge, and, like, that's been so memorable. Finding JMR, the first video I ever watched, was so memorable. The first episode where I realized that Wof would make a good host, so memorable. It's crazy. And for you, Wof?
I guess for non podcast stuff, like I pretty much agree with all of the podcast moments he's mentioned here. But I guess not for non podcast. I think NASCAR, it just hit different, man. Like it was NASCAR was a long time coming.
True.
And I think that's just seeing that innovation really was quite amazing. Yeah.
I realized I absolutely closed your phone.
Good job.
Better, yeah. So I'll read the next one off of here.
What are the biggest transformations you saw in the niche of marble sports? I mean, since I've been here for so long, like seeing that transition to the commentary with JMR and that quality was a massive jump, obviously. But to a more specific stuff, I really love like MSPN, just the way they innovated basically everything. Blades, M Games for the little time is around NASMAR. Like they are. I did not really like
M Games so much. I have to be honest. I still think the good events from the Algodo League are leaps and bounds better than M Games.
If only you had seen the idea room, dude. Like there were so many things that we wanted to do, but like it's just been delayed.
I think Battle Ring is easily better than any video from M Games.
Probably, I don't know.
That's what I think, but like I could be wrong, and like if other people think otherwise, is fine. But like. I don't know. I love NASMAR, but I love Marblades. I mean, those are very, very good.
Yeah, true. All right, next one. What are?
Oh wait, I didn't answer that question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Marble Booster, Fubeca, first one to invent that. That's one of the good things that Fubeca did. One of the very good things he did. RML also made one. That was a huge innovation. Marbula 1, it's not a revolution in marble sports, but it's a really cool thing, and I love Marbula 1. JMR generally has progressed over 5 years. Marble sports literally began 5 years ago. Like there was no marble sports until 2016. Yeah. So I can't really put many eras on this because we just started, and an era usually lasts a bunch of years, and there's not a bunch of years to go back. If we go back 5 years, there is no marble sports yet. So I would say we're still in the beginning era. I'd say maybe we've hit era 2, where it's been, I think like maybe last year or this year is where the second era has begun, where we have enough channels, enough marble sports attention with JMR getting in the news and stuff that like there's that second era of like other channels not just starting their own marble sports, but really doing a good job, like Racing Marble League and things like that, actually like coming up with other content that's actually like not just obvious copies, but really good. Then we have JMR really like doing extra stuff, really going an extra mile with some of their probably the one ideas and things like that. And I think the second era is starting for marble sports because it has a lot more popular attention, but it's hard to divide it into many eras for sure.
Well, you just answered his last question, by the way.
The generational shift, but that it's huge, man. I mean that's one of the reasons JMR has a chance to really get even bigger over the next few years. We just got to have patience. I don't know where it's going to go, and I'm worried about what Dion's going to do to it, but oh yeah, the errors was the last thing. I also had that on my mind too.
Yeah, but you basically just answered that question.
Yeah, all those questions pretty much I went through right there. I mean, it's just a lot of uncertainty, but a lot of growth. Oh my God, a ton of growth in the last 5 years. Just be aware that we are still at the very beginning of it. He says that's it, Happy 100 as well. And thank you, Adu. Oh my God, Adu. Mm-hmm. You've been so useful on the show, not just with the emails, but he'll kind of post links and stuff of stuff that I didn't notice in the news and stuff, and he'll give us like little things to talk about here and there on the show. He'll post links to other dramas going on in the Marble Sports community, and we'll get to know about that and other things. And he's like a little messenger. He calls himself the messenger in the Discord, and I haven't argued with it, and he's been great. So actually, this might be a good time to do this, but Edu, right here on the show, I'm gonna rank you up finally to VIP roller. I gave you top roller just because. Oh, dang. Why not? But you can be VIP roller from now on. Super Yak, I'm also gonna rank him up to top roller. I'm gonna shout him out for giving us absolutely amazingly fun trivia questions over the course of the last time, so he gets that as well. The podcaster is doxing me. Okay. But thank you, live chat.
Yeah. All right. It's moving on. We have a potato ginger, or ginger potato. I guess how they refer to themselves. Dear Brendan and Wof.
Oh, I guess you're reading my.
Sorry.
You're taking my job.
I'm sorry. You can have it back. Here. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Wof. Listen. Wof reads an email here and there. I like reading the emails. I started the gag way before it even became a reality because
I wasn't a gag.
Shut up. I love the feeling of reading the emails. So this is like my favorite thing. So I get to read my little. I want my little emailies. Wof. All right, here we go. From Potato Ginger 736. Dear Brendan and Wof. This will be my first email to the show since I have not been listening for very long. Listen, that's okay. You have a lot to catch up on, as this episode tell you, but I'm so excited that you're beginning your journey now. I'm started listening to episode 96, but I've been slowly working my way through the episodes whenever I have time, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, man. My first experience with marble sports was when I stumbled upon ML 2016 during the early 2017 and decided to bandwagon the rollers. Bandwagon them. No one...
That's
what?
That's not the right word.
I mean, bandwagon usually means it's the most popular team at the time. But
they were popular in 2016.
Fair though, actually, maybe fair because they actually were a lot more popular back then, which had been rather unfortunate for sure. Speaking of which, who do you think JMR will withdraw from the league next? I've heard the rollers being thrown around that conversation. I want an expert opinion on this. Sorry if this is long-winded. You know what long-winded is?
This
is long. I'm long-winded. Okay, come on, man, stop playing. Ginger potato.
I can't. I guess.
Wait, before you answer, he said he wanted an expert opinion. He considers us experts. That is so cool. That is, I'm so, like, getting that email, like, is so cool that, like, we've done enough of this for the point where, like, he genuinely just started listening and he's like, okay, yeah, these guys know, like, let's see what they have to say. They know what they're doing. So, do we? Yes, I'm silly a lot, but I do know a lot of marbles. So who's going to go next? Teams that go Dion's very unpredictable. He just got rid of unexpected teams. But usually teams will go if they're really consistently bad or they're consistently no one cares about them. Rojo Rollers, I think, have just enough care to not go next. I would be thinking more towards like Shining Swarm, who doesn't get a ton of care and also doesn't get a ton of. They don't do very well very often.
But didn't they just bring them back though?
Yeah.
So
but they brought him back. But like as far as like in the next couple of years, like if they wanted to get rid of another team, same for like Team Primary actually, who's been doing consistently bad. Though I think they might have a little bit more of a following. I could see Cobalts being on the chopping block, though they kind of really did show themselves in Marbula 1 Season 2, so they might have moved away from that. Turtle Sliders definitely could go because they need to pick it up. Who else really stunk? I would say Indigo Stars, but then again, I've heard more important things about Indigo Stars. Like they're like more popular than I thought, so they might be around. But I don't think Rojo Rollers are like the bottom on the chopping block. I think it's more like gonna be more like the Shining Swarm or something like that.
Yeah, my guess is the Turtle Sliders. I think just because like they have not been doing very good. Do you want to read this next one, or should we just? I don't know.
Yes, I do. So this one's subjected "Hi Boyfriend," and I'll give you a little. Should I even give a background to this? Because I don't know. This might the person who's writing this may not want there to be given a ton of background on the show. Let's just say that this person knows one of the other people who emails in the show, and that she let's just say she saw one of the other people who's emailed before watching the show, was like, oh wow, well, who's that cute guy doing the thing? I swear to God, this is what she said. This is not cap. She said that. And because I was told by the other guy who emailed, so apparently she thought it was cute. Damn, thank you. And then I was like, that's really really nice for that to happen. And then I added her on Instagram just to feel like okay, why not? And then we talked a little bit, and so she's she doesn't like listen weekly. She doesn't follow Marble Sports, but like for episode 100. She wrote in, so we'll see what she has to say. I'm not going to say her name. Maybe she doesn't want her name released out.
I think that'd be good.
I'm not going to pull it up here on the Chrome either. I'm just going to read it. He said, "Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex told me to email in for episode 100, so you get 10 emails or something like that. This is, well, I guess she's fine with it. Really, really good. This is Sierra. I won't reveal her full name. So, she's just showing some support, even though she thinks the podcast is cool. She just doesn't follow the world of marbles, so she doesn't like understand it that much. But that's it's really nice that I've made another connection like that over the course of the thing.
You might want to close out of the browser now because they can see her name.
No, I have to go to the next one. Well, wait. What's the next one? It's fine. Right, no one's looking that hard. Okay.
Alex sent an email, the email song, but like we didn't get 10 emails. But we'll post it later.
We'll post the email song later. Thanks, Alex, for sending one.
Martin Talbot. No you question.
So Martin Talbot, story behind him. He was one of the other Fubeca committee members when I started doing that. So Martinos Da Vinci, which is how he is on Discord, he's been really cool to work with.
His channel is also La Bille Olympique.
Les Bies Olympiques. I don't know how to pronounce it.
La Bille Olympique. I think that's
how in French. Olympique.
In French, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So he says, Number 1, congratulations for these 100 episodes. Wow, thank you. Number 2, I have not watched every episode, so you might already have answered this question before, but here it is just in case. You often ask this question to guests. How did you discover Marble Ports? So how did Sports. So how did you discover Marble Ports?
We literally just went over that.
We did that already, but thanks for asking. Thanks for being interested as well. Number 3, good end of episode.
How did you know?
This is close to the end. So one more email.
Hassan Ibrahim.
This is a, I guess this is a trivia. Yeah.
So the last one's over.
So I guess we go to the trivia segment. Before we go into the trivia segment, actually, let's play the music first.
Okay.
Is the music playing, Kaysen? I'm asking you for the 100th time.
I'm so sorry.
The actual 100th time, because it's the 100th episode. Is the music playing?
It's not the 100th time.
Is it playing?
It's the 90th time.
But is it playing?
Yes.
That's not the question I have.
Okay.
Is it the playing?
Yes.
Is the music playing? I don't know if the music is playing. I don't hear it because I know it's edited in post is what I'm saying. So, is the music playing? Because if it's not playing, then just play it.
Now it's time for the trivia segment. Come on now, let's go. Go, go, go.
All right.
Is it playing?
Yes. Okay.
What do you think, Wof? Is it
It's
playing?
playing. Let's go. Okay.
So
So,
music has played.
Matthew O'Hara has.
Wow, you're gonna just go into the trivia in episode 100 and not give a background on it.
Oh, he didn't. Trivia segment was invented in episode 10. There we go.
Is that when it was invented?
Yes, it was.
How many times? We invented it in 10?
Yes, the first trivia segment was in 10. We did so many things first in 10. 10 is a crazy episode.
Listen to 10. Wait, so the trivia segment we invented in 10. Oh, by the way, behind a story why I invented it. I wanted to add, like, I really felt the need to spruce up the show. Hence, I added the news segment, and I was like, okay, what else can I do? I want the show to have some segments, so people are like, oh, I can't wait for the trivia segment, or I can't wait for this segment. And so the only segment that really hung on for a while, because our show is really a free-form show, but the only segment that always hung on because it was fun was
Trivia.
Was the trivia segment. So that one we didn't do every episode, so there'll be a lot of episodes you just don't hear it, but most episodes between 10 and 100 we did have at least one. I famously never have one prepared until the last second or ask someone to send one in, but then after a while people got used to that, and then I have people who just send me one every week, and that's even more fun. So then me and Wof can both guess and have our knowledge tested, and it's another way for you guys to engage. So I'm really losing my voice here, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna push through.
Yeah. So Matthew has sent an email with the answers on both of them. So I'm gonna just read both questions. We'll answer them together, and then we'll look at the answers together.
Okay.
So Matthew O'Hara writes in first one: out of all 5-meter sprints, what is the slowest time, and who was the team member who got that worst time?
Well, that's just impossible.
It is. I don't know. I want to say 10 or like 10 or no, wait, 12.65. I don't know.
Wait, 5-meter sprint. How long is? Do you remember like what average times are in that?
I feel like it's 9 to 8 seconds. So I'm gonna say like 12.65 seconds, and it's
I feel like 5-meter sprint takes less time than that.
maybe, I don't
I feel
know.
like it takes like about 5 seconds.
Okay, maybe. So I'll go with 9.65 then. How about that?
Fair.
Okay, 9.65, and like it was the marble who did it was.
Rapidly.
No,
that is a little rude, but I
she-
mean rapidly kind of Marbula 1 season 2. All right, that's all I'm missing.
Rojo
Ocean Rojo?
Rojo roller, one of the Rojo Trace.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 7.03, and I'm gonna go with slowest marble to ever. It's gotta be like Pinky Toe. It's gotta be like Pinky Toe for sure. But don't look at the answer yet. We have the other one.
James says we're better freeform. Yeah. Question 2: out of every Marble League
All right,
show,
so just to remind us, for the first question, he's saying 9.65 and Rojo Trace, and I'm saying 7.03 and Pinky Toe.
Yes.
The second question, because the answers are in both. The answers are in one email, so
Yeah.
you want to answer both first.
So yeah, question 2: out of every Marble League showdown, who is the worst performing in individual events, and how many points did they get? No, it is a 5-way tie.
Oh my god! I guess if we can just get a few out of every Marble League showdown. Oh, this is showdown.
The Limers did pretty bad in showdown like, every time.
Oh,
right?
I guess just because the Limers got 3 zeros, it might be
It would probably be one of the Limers, right? Yeah.
no, probably few of the Limers.
Yeah. Who was the worst performing in individual events, though? Which Limer was doing the individual
But
stuff?
all of them got zeros, so there would be a 3-way tie between 3 Limers.
Well, Sublime, Limelight, or Lime, yeah, Lime, and then
Lime,
And
Sublime, Lemon Lime,
Okay,
and
I'll go with those 3 because I don't know. the rest.
Gulime.
Sure.
Gulime. I think Gulime actually is one. So I'll just guess all the Limers teammates,
And then the last one would be
Turtle Slider teammate.
Turtley.
Turtley. I don't actually know.
I don't know them
This
either.
is where the Marble Sports connoisseur expert stuff breaks down. These are hard questions.
Question 1: Imar from Team Primary time was 8.24.
All right, so we had wait. If you average the 2 times that we said, wait, this is actually cool. This is actually cool.
Oh my god.
This is actually cool. You said 9.65. I said plus 7.03. And then if you divide that by 2,
It's 8.34. Jeez.
oh no!
We were literally almost the average.
8.34 if we average the 2 times. 8.24 is the answer. I mean, together we are a Marble Sports connoisseur.
Get together. Okay, and question 2: Rojo Dos from Hop, Snowstorm, Pinky Rosa, and Pinky Panther each with 12 points. The Limers weren't on that list.
That's crazy. I guess they had a good showdown the
Wow.
other time. I think they did perform good in Showdown in 2019 because they made it into 2020 and they actually had a good season in the Showdown. So I guess that works out. I should have guessed the Pinkies, but I wouldn't have guessed the Snowballs, and I would not have guessed the Rojo Rollers or the Jungle Jumpers. So that's just a really tough question where I need to brush up on my Showdown knowledge, but there's not usually a need for it, so I didn't brush it up.
And now we have our last question from Hassan Ibrahim, which is...
Well, this is the last question in the emails. We got other questions.
We do?
We'll get to them.
What? Huh?
We have a lot of trivia. Hassan Ibrahim, read it.
Which marble made it to the playoffs in NASMAR, but they did not finish higher than third and never won a race? They made the final three, which is by the way, they made the final three.
Quillo.
Which made it to the playoffs in NASMAR.
Oh, no,
but
Quillo
finish
did not
higher
make it
than
to the
third.
playoffs. Never mind.
Never won a race. Never won a race.
That wouldn't be.
It was one of the.
It wouldn't be streamer.
It was one of the flare cars. It was the flare car that made it just barely. What was his name? What was the name? Bloodstorm?
Yeah, Bloodstorm. Oh, no, Bloodstorm.
No. It was the blue
Bloodstorm's
one.
bad.
It was the blue one.
Bloodstormer's bad.
It was the blue one.
Winks.
No. Maybe they didn't give us an answer.
Yeah, we don't have an answer.
Hassan, they're writing in the YouTube chat. Perhaps.
Yeah, if you're in the YouTube chat or wherever, this is a long stream, by the way. We did not get 10 emails, but we'll still post your song, Alex. Speaking to the live chat here, I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. Like, there's no wiki on the MassMark, so unfortunately, we don't have an answer to that question.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to check back in next time. Edu says 4 Murakami.
Oh, sorry, Murakami was its name.
Yeah, I forgot. It was on the tip of my tongue. It was like it starts with an M, but I couldn't remember.
I knew who we were talking. So at least I knew I knew that it was one of the flare cars. I just didn't remember its name. Okay.
Okay. We have a couple other trivias. One from MFA. This is a trivia show related. MFA says, trivia. Who is your first guest and what episode was he on? I know for certain that the first guest came on episode 2.
And it was the Turtles. It was the Turtle Sliders.
Was it?
The Turtle Sliders founder.
Was it actually?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Then in that case, his name is Famous Old Spice. So it'll be episode 2 in Famous Old Spice. Let's see if that's right. Old Spice.
Oh!
Turtle Sliders,
Let's
episode 2.
go.
I actually forgot that he was in episode 2. I thought it was 4 for a little while.
I know my stuff. Been
all
here
right.
since the beginning.
Damn, man. There's another show related. Oh, we have one from Edu, but we had another like show related question. Who sent that? Someone else sent one. I guess it might have been just Edu.
Maybe. I guess so. I'm not sure.
I guess Super Yak didn't send one, or did he send one in the?
It's okay.
All right, so new trivia. Starting from episode 63, the YouTube version of the show gets custom thumbnails. With this note in mind, how many of these episodes have no reference to JMR in both the title and the thumbnail?
Are you kidding me? Oh
Well,
my-
with the thumbnail in there, that does help a lot because there's not many episodes where JMR wasn't the focus.
Right. I definitely put focus on NASMAR, but everybody could just because it was actually unique and didn't happen very often. So putting a NASMAR in the thumbnail was what I would always do whenever a NASMAR race happened.
So I mean, I would just say 10. Like I would just feel like 10.
But also you're also putting the title in there. But then and you were in charge of the title.
Yeah.
So even on a NASMAR episode, you might put like a JMR title.
Yeah, I would feel like 8 would be the answer because I feel like there's been 8 different situations where I have been like JMR is not the point here.
8 sounds good to me too. I can't.
Might
think
be
of
less than
anything
that.
better.
Might be like 5. It's either 8 or 5.
5
of 37. I should have switched. I did switch to 5. I guess technically. 5 of 37. 64, 65, 80, 86, and 91. 73 and 79 don't count due to the title. Very interesting. I guess those were 2 NASMAR ones where I didn't.
Gotcha.
So that's very, very cool. That's a fun little trivia.
Yeah, and with that, that's the end of.
Is
the
that
trivia.
with this egg? The Super Yak send us one? Because he's here. I don't know if he did. He's linking it.
Oh wow! Oh my!
And we end with Super. Now, Super Yak is a new kind of member to the show community. However, Super Yak has given us some of the most tasteful trivia questions, I would say. So, Super Yak, thank you. and he's been rating the difficulty of said questions, of which whenever time he rates it hard or more, it's just impossible. He rates this first one extreme, and the second one he has no idea. So that's not good. So let's do the first one. Double trivia today, special times called special circumstances. Eventually, I'm going to actually ask Super Yak to make a bunch of trivia questions so we can do a full, long, 20-question trivia standoff. Me.
Maybe.
I'm going to talk to Super Yak about that at a different day.
A game show episode.
You're scared because you know I'm going to win that. I'm the marble sports connoisseur. I actually will, for that episode, I would actually study up on my stats a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, first one, difficulty extreme. Question. Oh my God, when he says 5, I'm just scared. 5 marbles have an individual Marble League point total of at least 100. Name those 5, and for bonus points, give their totals.
I'm not going to give their totals. I can't. I won't know it. It's going to be Rapidly. It's going to be Speedy. Rapidly Speedy.
I would say, is this in one season or in all the seasons combined?
It's a total. Or point total. You're right. Actually, that does deserve clarification. All seasons.
Oh yeah, you'll guess at some point. If you guessed, you could run a game show. That would be a really fun guest episode. You might want to do a guest where you just talk freeform with us. But I think both of those ideas would be really fun.
So Rapidly Speedy sound right to me.
I would want to pick teams that started in 2016 since they had more time to build up points.
Speedy,
so I would
Momo
think
did good in that first
Rapidly.
season.
I would think. No, I'm not gonna say. No. Let's use our heads here. Remember that one time where we were talking about replacing Rapidly, and someone gave us all those stats of different Savage Speeder marbles having like resumes. Mm-hmm. I think Wizzy had the most. Wizzy had the most.
It was a marble with a weird name that I didn't think it was. But it actually was.
Quickly or something like that.
Or something like that. Quickly. It was
Swiftly.
Swifty.
Oh, so I think Swifty or Wizzy's in there. So I would go as far as to say Speedy, Swifty, and Wizzy, and then I would just say Origin. Or no, I would say Kinowin and Pulsar.
I'll go Kinowin.
Swifty.
No, it was a weird name again. It was
Swiftly? I don't know, dude. I'm scared now.
It was a weird letter removed. Whatever that marble's name was. Swippity. Kinowin, Rapid or Speedy, Yellup, and
Yellup. That's a good one. I say another galactic marble, or
I want to actually
Crazy Cat's Eye.
No, I think it would be who's the other one?
Wispy.
Wispy, sure.
I had to go 3 Savage Speeders just because they're by far the best. Yellow, Speedy. I did say Speedy, so I had that. I did not say Rapidly. Kinowin. I did get Kinowin. I knew it.
All right. Okay.
Starry. I should Pulsar. I should
Starry, the Star Child.
So I got 2 of those 5, and for the difficulty extreme, I'll take it. How many did you get? You got Yellow, right?
I said Yellup.
Yeah. You were at the right thing with the. How many? What else did you say?
Kinowin. I said Speedy, and then
You didn't say Rapidly, though.
I did not say Rapidly.
So we both got the same too.
Yeah.
So TBH, you have no difficulty. Give me the full title of the very first MSW podcast. Yes.
Oh, sweet Lord Almighty! You made it. It was. Oh my gosh! I don't even remember.
MSW podcast number 1.
For Marble Sports podcast, first ever Marble Sports podcast.
Did I say something about the Green Ducks in there?
Yes, definitely. Green Ducks.
Oh, there's no way I remember this. I should though, right?
Green Ducks potential to be best marble. I don't know why I talked.
The way you said that was too good.
It's like Russian.
Yeah. I actually am Russian, so it works out.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I kind of see it actually.
Yeah, thank you. I would just say MSW podcast number 1, or maybe it was. I think I renamed it to MSW podcast number 1 at some point, and then in parentheses, Green Ducks potential to win ML 2020.
All right, let's look at it. Marble Olympics qualifiers, fan-made team contest, MSPN Marble Mayhem -- Marble Mayhem. Jeez. Your titles were bad at the day.
I wanted to mention all the things we were going to talk about. So Marble Olympic qualifiers, fan-made team contest. Damn. I mean, that was hard, but I feel like if I had accidentally looked at it, I would have remembered it. I can't believe that was a tough one.
Swifty had 90 points. So we were close on that one. All right. Well, thanks for the trivia, guys. I guess.
Yeah, man, the trivia segment has been so key. It's been a really a point for engagement besides writing in emails. We love both, so please keep doing that stuff. I thought Wizzy or Swifty would be in there, but I guess not. So thank you for doing that, guys.
That was the trivia segment. Now let's head back to the show. The show. Oh.
There's two things left in this part 2. Number 1 is to allow for the messages. Kaysen was obviously on in the first part, but we went so freaking long that he had to go. He was like,
he's got a message recorded, but
we're
it's like,
done.
yes, like there are recorded messages that will be like we'll add them in post. So I guess, but we'll do that. We'll do the recorded messages, then we'll give it a little silence to add in those extra for Kaysen to add those extra ones in. So yeah, I guess just to start us off,
are we gonna play them? We can play them live or just put them in post. I mean, I'm fine with putting them in post because I figure all the people who are here live care enough about. If you're still here, it's been like 3 hours. By the way, 10 people for 3 hours. Shit.
My word.
Okay, listen. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. If you're still here 3 hours into the live stream, then I figure that you are committed enough to this show to go listen to all the messages that we put up in post, and we will also post them across the Discord. So make sure you join the Discord. I'm actually going to throw a link in the YouTube live chat for just in case for those people that aren't in them. And we're going to post all the links to all the messages in the Discord live chat as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say, because pretty much what this is, by the way, if you don't really understand, is we're allowing every part of the staff team of the MSW podcast to give a message. And also Jack Ironhide actually has a video that we will play on stream in a second because the video is a little different. But I'm just going to say in a random order the names of the staff people and like just maybe something about them or what they do. And then that will just be edited so that you'll hear the order of the names, and then those are the order of the clips.
Well,
that's what I think we should do.
I also kind of think that it'd be nice for him to see your genuine reaction. So because I did like listen to all of them.
That's true, the genuine reaction. So we have some messages. We have a message from Jack Ironhide, who made the graphics for us. He has a YouTube video. We'll play the video. We have a message from Justin. JM, by the way, who used to edit for the show. We have a message from MFA, Marbles for Autism, who used to half host for the show. Johnny Marbles' message will come in the news segment for sure, since he couldn't make the live today. And Kaysen and S-Man, our 2 current editors, will also throw theirs in at the end. So you're gonna hear those pretty much as we're gonna hear Jack, or we're gonna hear we're gonna hear Justin's. We're going to hear MFA's right now. Then we're going to play Jack's video. Then you're going to hear, you already heard Johnny's. You're going to hear S-Man. You're going to hear Kaysen. And I guess that would be it. And we won't get to react to S-Man or Kaysen's, but we will get to react to MFA's, Jack's, and Justin's. And then after we hear those, we have a quick wrap up, and then we'll end out the show. So again, the order is going to be, we'll go just in case you want to know who's talking at what time. If we don't say it again, it'll be MFA, it will be Justin Miley, then will be Jack, and then we'll go S-Man, Kaysen, and like I said, Johnny already did his message. So
MFA, I'll go ahead and play MFA's right now. I'll play.
Well, I'll just send it. I'll play it up here so we can hear it better here in the on the stream. For those of you in the Discord, you're not gonna be able to hear it really unless you're on the YouTube, because that's we're gonna play it so the OBS sound picks it up as best possible. So this is a great time to deafen here in the Discord and hop over to the YouTube and listen there for this segment as we play and react. So,
all right, so
put the links up and I'll play it.
All right, so this should be MFA's message.
All right, so this is MFA's message to us. Remember, he was the half host for a while on the podcast. Like I said, I think he did a pretty good job. All right.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up.
So here is his message.
Hello, I am Marbles for Autism, or MFA, or John for short. thank you for letting me on, Marble Guy and Brendan, and congratulations on episode 100 of the Marble Sports Worldwide podcast. It's been a long 2 years since you guys started it, and congratulations. I'd also like to congratulate Johnny Marble for doing a great job on the news. I always love hearing you when I get to listen to you on the news. Now, I am a former half-host of the podcast, and the 7th member to join the Discord, and I was originally slated to be one of the first to guest for this podcast. So, I know my way around with this podcast, and the staff and the crew who do all the work behind the scenes. And if you ever have any lore questions for JMR, I am originally from 2017 when I joined the JMR fan base. So if you have any questions regarding the lore from the older seasons, you can come to me and we can chat that out. But thank you, Marble Guy and Mr. Wof, for letting me join for this 100th episode. Great, congratulations, guys. And hopefully we can have another 100 episodes of the MSW podcast. This is MFA, signing out.
Thank you, MFA.
Thank you, MFA, and for sure, you were one of the first joiners. And it just man, it's been great, man. And the times you do come on, and you will guest on in the future for sure. I think you're slotted for 103. It's gonna be great, man. You always bring a nice energy, and you're very knowledgeable. Ask MFA questions if you do have any about Marble Sports. And Marble Guy isn't here around, because he knows a lot. He's a very knowledgeable Marble Sportser. So thank you again, MFA, for sending that in. It means a lot.
Just for future reference, Justin actually would not like his last name to be said, so don't say it anymore, and we'll cut out.
We'll have to put a note down. Sorry, Justin, didn't mean to harm you there.
All right, so yeah. Let me post. But this is Justin's message, right here.
All right, let's hear what Justin's got to say. All right, here's Justin's message. I'm excited.
Hey everybody, my name is JM, aka Justin, and I was an audio editor for the MSW podcast. I first met Brendan, I think it was on the Gels subreddit. He posted an advertisement asking for anyone who wanted to help out with the podcast, no Audacity experience needed. And I already had some with some previous background work that I had. So I hit him up and said, "Yeah, hey, I'm passionate about this right now. Let me help you guys out." And it was a lot of fun. There's so much energy and passion that Wof and Brendan bring to the table, and in this MSW Discord, it was a genuine joy to be part of it. So congratulations, you guys, on episode 100, and here's to 100 more.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, Justin, man, you're the best, man. If you didn't respond to that message, we would not be even close to where we are today. That was really one of the times where I was like, I might stop doing this because I can't with the editing plus all the other stuff. So the fact that Justin came through and offered to do that and stayed for such a long time, like, that was so big for us, man. It was so big. So we cannot thank him enough. He was absolutely amazing. And we've had him guest on a couple times. I'm hoping to have him guest on again just here and there in the future. He's pretty cool. I don't know how much he follows Marble Sports currently, but he's great. So thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you so much. Couldn't have done without you, man. And for our last live reaction, we have the video given to us by Diego, or also known as
Jack
Ironhide.
Alejo's brother, which I knew him as for a long time. So again, this is the guy who made our marble personas, the graphics you see on the screen right now. If you're watching on the YouTube, the Pepsi logo, that's Wof Colors, which is a marble with a stripe, and the My Black and Gold Cat's Eye. Those are made by Jack Ironhide. He made all the marbles for the Algodoo League. He made me a couple other graphics that were outside of Marble Sports. He's made a few other graphics for us on the show. He's just been great, and he made the posters for Gels Marble Runs, if you've seen those, and those are great. So he's amazing. His graphics ability is amazing. He and Tim are like up there as like top graphics for sure. So we're gonna play his video. and see what he has to say. I didn't expect him to do a video, so this is really cool.
Neither did I. Go full screen with that, yeah.
Hello, my name is Diego.
I'm gonna pause it for a sec. Who's actually speaking? I've never heard him speak before.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello, my name is Diego, but you all know me as Jack Garnide. I'm an illustrator and graphic designer, currently taking a bachelor's in illustration, and soon to be applying for the computer animation major. My journey with Marble Sports as a whole started with one of my friends putting it on during one of our hangouts, and from there, we all got hooked. My brother, who you all know as Alejo, then started getting involved in the community, and from there, he got me in touch with all kinds of people. I'm glad to see you all enjoy my art. I believe if I remember correctly, the first person I was in touch with was Marble Guy. I made a Twitter banner and 2 marbles, a gold and black cat eye and a green, white, and brown marble. From that point on, I made some other marbles and a desk for you all to use in your videos. I'm not much of a podcast person, but hearing that these graphics went on to have a life of their own and brought the whole aesthetic of your show together really warms my heart. Thank you all for the opportunity.
Thank you for giving it to us, man.
Like Diego, I guess you're okay with your name being said. You've been great. You've been influential. You've been integral, even to the existence and the forward motion of this podcast. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. And I didn't know I was the first guy that you really interacted with in Marble Sports. I'm so happy that I didn't know that. You should told me that. I'm so happy that I was able to do that and that this has been this far, and it's so cool, man. It's so cool. Your video looked great, by the way. Great editing work. Just great stuff, man. Really, 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 really awesome that you were able to help out with all this, for sure.
Yeah, it's just been great. Our show wouldn't look nearly as good as it does without you.
For sure. I guess unfortunately we don't have the other 3 to live react to, but all I can say is S-Man, Kaysen, whatever you guys say, I mean, it's a response, a big thank you. You guys have just been so helpful, and you guys have been here a long time. You really have committed to the show, and I feel like you guys are as much a part of it in the each week as we are, so it's great. And same with Johnny Marble, of course. He's Johnny Marble, so I mean, he's Johnny Marble. He's Johnny Marble.
He's Johnny Marble.
He's Johnny Marble.
He's Johnny Marble.
Johnny Marble.
It's the same. Like, you guys are a big part of the team, and we wouldn't be here without you. We'll leave our. I guess here you'll hear their messages now.
How do I start this? Hello. If you don't know me, I am editor Kaysen. As you may have heard from Brendan, I edit every other episode along with S-Man, my fellow editor, who you may have heard already in this episode. I'm the co-producer, co-editor, whatever you want to call me, but I've been at least on the server for, I think now is my 17-month anniversary joining, so that's pretty cool. I don't know how I've been in this community that long, but I mean, I'll take it. It's a good community to be in, so I'll take it. As with my starts with MSW, I found the podcast from, I think, Spotify. I think originally I was on Spotify, and it recommended me shows or podcasts, and it was like, listen to this, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, there's a Marble podcast. They're talking about the Marble League. I think by the time I joined, they were at episode, I don't even know, 20, 30, something like that. It was nowhere near what we've gotten to today, and I would have never expected that it would get to 100 episodes. But I joined the server in December of 2019, and I started editing in August of 2020. I think mid-August, I did my first episode. It was episode 62 was my first episode. I believe S-Man was the guest, ironically, as he would later become the second editor. So yeah, it's been great. I've enjoyed it. It's one thing that keeps me going is knowing that without an editor, the show wouldn't go on, and just knowing that I'm here and I'm helping the show stay alive is really, really cool, because I do love the show. I love Brendan, I love Wof, I love S-Man. of Johnny Marble, and it's all just one really cool experience. And I'm happy to be a part of it for however long, like 70 episodes, or technically being on the team for almost 40. So, yeah, thank you for everything, MSW, and catch you later.
Hey guys, S-Man here on episode 100 of the MSW podcast. If you don't know, I am one of the editors for this podcast, and since I couldn't make the show, Brendan and Wof had asked me to make a small recording about my time since the beginning, because I have been here since the very first episode, listening each and every time a new episode comes out. And, you know, when I first came on the podcast, it was episode 14, probably considered the worst episode of the podcast simply because of all the errors and problems that had occurred in the making of that episode. So definitely not one of my highest moments being on the show, but it got me my start, and now here I am editing for them. I started editing for the podcast around, I want to say, episode 60 was when I was really officially hired, but I didn't start editing until around episode 80, I want to say. And editing this podcast has really given me a great opportunity to learn something new. I've already used what I learned by editing in a lot of my other hobbies and schoolwork that I've done. I actually just had a project in one of my classes that required me to use Audacity, and to make sure it sounded good, I used all of the tricks that I've learned since starting editing this podcast, and that allowed me to have a higher quality project finished. So Brendan and Wof giving me this opportunity has really helped me out in the long run. So I just want to give a big thank you and congratulations to both Brendan and Wof and everyone on the MSW team for giving me this opportunity and experience in something that down the road I'm sure will help me out quite a bit. And I'm looking forward to the next 100 episodes when we reach 200, 300, if the podcast goes that long. I will make sure that I'm always part of that group that's listening in, whether it be in the live chat or on the YouTube later. I will be there. So once again, thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Wof. Thank you, everyone who has made this possible. And I look forward to what the future holds for us.
And
All right, I guess those were their I hope did the messages play?
oh my gosh. With that though, I think that covers everything. I think we finally got everything we wanted to say.
Yeah. Edu has asked a few extra questions, so I just want to make sure I guess these were all in the these were mostly all in the emails, the email he sent. So I think we covered all of those.
Yeah, I took care of that. Yeah, so I think
we covered. So guys, this is it. This is the 3 hours later about on the live stream. 2 hours and 51 minutes the live stream has been going for.
Jeez.
We have finally hit the end of the show. This will be 2 parts, but 2 parts addressing different things. The first part was really about us, talking about how me and Wof and a little bit of Kaysen experienced the show. And the second part was about you guys writing in, you guys asking us trivia, you guys sending your messages, and we can't thank you enough for both of those parts. And oh man, there's no other ways to say thank you. It's just crazy, and I just can't believe we're this far, and we're gonna keep on going because we don't know where it's gonna go. And can I ensure that we're definitely going to 1,000 episodes? I cannot, because who knows what will happen in the future. But I can ensure that next week we'll have an episode, and I can ensure that the week after that we'll have an episode, and then from there we'll see where it continues to go. So, Wof, any closing remarks besides probably more big thank yous to all these amazing people who have really influenced us on our journey?
Yeah, no, it's just more big thank yous. Like, just again, like everyone, if we forgot to mention anybody, just thank you for everything you've done for us. We would not be here today without you, and we would not be the same people.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty much anybody who I've talked to in the Gels Marble base, even the ones that hate me which is very, like I said, very few at this point, but they did so for good reason, and I learned a lot from making those mistakes. Beta Wolves and the Fubeca thing and all that, and thank you to Dark Archon for making the X-Camo logo. Thank you for Nova Wolf for being Nova. Like, it's just all those people have influenced us. They're the reason we're here. And so, again, thank you guys. Big thing. This is the big one. This is the big thank you for the whole thing. Anybody who's been involved, keep listening, keep engaging as we head to episode 200. And with that, Wof, do for the 100th, I guess not the 100th time, but for the 100th episode, do the thing to take us out.
All right, but before we do that, I guess I gotta announce. So when trying to figure out what Wof Tune to end this episode with, it was a bit it was hard to figure out what's it had to be something special. And then I thought about it, and Case can help me with this as well. And it's like when I first made the first Wof Tune, I know that like I was very inexperienced, and I also wasn't even singing it. I was like singing like an octave lower than it actually was supposed to, and so we kind of came to the decision that the best way to cap this off would be to remake Revenge.
Oh, that's a great idea. I really like that.
Yep, and so
remix.
The remastering version of the very first Wof Tune is out here for you to enjoy or to cringe at, whichever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you again for however many more that we continue to do.
that we can put up with. All right.
Roll on, Marvel sports fans. Creeper. Aw, man. So we back in the mine, got a pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one, hope to find some diamonds tonight, diamonds tonight. Heads up, you hear a sound, turn around and look up. Total shock fills your body, oh no, it's you again. I could never forget those eyes, cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Cause baby tonight, you grab your pick, shovel and bolt again. And run until it's done, until the sun comes up in the morn. Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Just when you think you're safe, overhear some hissing from right behind. That's a nice life you have, shame it's gotta end at this time. Blows up, then your health bar drops and you could use a 1-up. Get inside, don't be tardy, so now you're stuck in there. Half a heart is left, but don't die. Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Cause baby tonight, you grab your pick, shovel and bolt again. And run until it's done, until the sun comes up in the morn. Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Creepers, you're mine. Dig up diamonds and craft those diamonds and make some armor. Get it, baby, go and forge that like you so. MLG Pro, the sword's made of diamonds, so come at me, bro. Training in your room under that torchlight, hone that form to get you ready for the big fight. Every single day and through the whole night, creepers out prowling. Alright, look at me, look at you, take my revenge, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a warrior, baby, what else is new? And my blade's gonna tear through. Baby, tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Get all your stuff? Yeah, let's take back the world. Baby, tonight, grab your sword, armor, and go. It's on! Take your revenge! Oh! So fight like it's the last night of your life. Show them your fight. Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Cause baby tonight, you grab your pick, shovel and bolt again. And run until it's it's done, done until the sun comes up in the morn. 'Cause baby, tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again.